any given Sunday.
That's money on the track, yeah.
I can touch down in your end zone. I can bring a Super Bowl chip home. My team gotta be.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get started, man. Welcome to a live edition of Sunday OJ right here from within the Discord itself. As you see, you got your two hosts here, myself, Scream, and then you got Mr. Graphics and himself, Big OG. OG, what's good, brother?
Yeah, we chilling. Yeah, preparing for this good old Super Bowl.
Definitely are, man. And as you guys see, we have some guests in here. We have three of the four commission. Obviously, OG's a commission already on the show, but we've pulled Fitz back in for another episode, and then we've gotten Jay on the call. Guys, what's good? How we doing tonight?
What's happening, man?
What's up,
I'm
y'all?
just chilling.
Hey, look, man, it's good to hear that, man. Hopefully everybody's having a great weekend as well. And once again, guys, this is the stage feature of Discord. So we'll probably be trying to do these more when they want to do more announcements of things and we don't have to cut streams on and you guys can just come hang in the audience in Discord. Sometimes if you want to be brought up on the stage to speak, that is a thing as well. And there is a chat box specifically for this channel. So again, if you guys have any questions for the commish, myself, please ask it in there so we don't flood the general chat. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get things jump started and just ask OG first. You know, how are you feeling about the bowl, and what do you think the outcome will be?
Three time. I think he's gonna go for the three-peat. I think he's gonna cement his dynasty, his legacy, and I think he's gonna win three in a row.
Interesting. Jay, what says you?
I think Portland might actually pull this one off because the last Super Bowl he ain't had the pieces in place like he does now on offense specifically. So I think he might squeeze this one out, especially after that comeback win he just had.
Yeah, yo, Cooley fumbled the bag very, very bad. For people who did not watch the NFC Championship game, Cooley was up 35-21 with 5 minutes 47 seconds left and literally choked the Super Bowl away. So that's why the game was today, Saturday. Fitz, you're my tiebreaker. Who do you have winning and why?
Man, yo, this is it's a tough, man. Like, you know, I don't know. I really don't know who to pick for real. You know, of course, I'm like, you know, I'm probably like 10. I'm a little partial. I think I want Greg to go ahead and get that three-peat. You know, but I wouldn't mind Portland getting one finally.
So, because you know, Jay was comparing him to Trent. You can't compare somebody to Trent with no bowls.
Hey, that's baby Trent.
Nah, you can't be baby Trent with no bowls, man.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, even Trey Rob got a bowl, so wouldn't that make Trey Rob? You know, I mean, I ain't gonna do that though. Y'all know how that go. So Wang is saying bad takes by Fitz. T Hoyt is saying Greg's got to put himself in the book of books. And I told OG this. I think when it comes to ranking people, if Greg wins 3 in a row, like how do you say Greg's not number one? It doesn't matter because it hasn't been done ever. Madden 20 doesn't count. So let's remember that Madden 20 does not count. We are talking 21, 22, 23. So I think arguably Greg would be 1, and then you gotta debate between 2 and 5. But enough about that. I'm not gonna give my predictions. I'm gonna just call it a game and have fun with it. And OG will be with me. So a question that I have for the commish, you know, there were some additional rules that were added into the rule book. Most notably a change with the position changes, and then the lag out rule is officially back in the book. Do any of you guys care to address or elaborate on that, or do you just want to explain, you know, the thought process behind bringing these rules back to bring order to the league?
No, I'm gonna let Jay go ahead. Jay, take it.
I mean, well, with the lag out rule specifically, that was folks couldn't come to an agreement, and that was just in general, not talking about any specific game. So now we just made it just old school, basically. If you can't come to a gentleman's agreement, you'll just leave it in the admin hands, and got to be okay with whatever the decision is. And we'll take a good look at it, like whatever information is provided, from streams to situations, scenarios, whatever it might be, and then we'll have a vote to agree to fair sim or force win somebody if the two users can't come to an agreement on it. It's just as simple as that.
to elaborate though, proof needs to be shown though. So if one side shows proof and the other doesn't, you already know which way that's gonna go.
Yeah, there was a lot of controversy this past season. Obviously, people felt like they should have been granted a win based on having the lead aggregate, but because it was not in the rules and they did not provide proof, issues came about. And T Hoyt is even agreeing with you guys, saying that people can't come to agreements because they're children. And I think a lot of people forget this is a gentleman's league, an adult league. Even if you're 18, you're an adult. Just remember to carry yourself.
We
with
had this
manners.
conversation. They're not an adult. So 18 is not an adult. We had this conversation.
Can we not do this? I ain't play with you today. Right. But all in all, seriously though, we just want to make sure that when people have complaints, they're valid. So if you have proof, send it to the commish and they will handle it accordingly. You don't got to go in general blasting all your business, because then when you get trolled, it's your fault and can't nobody save you but you at that point. That's just what my piece is.
I do want Jay to elaborate on the position switch thing that we came to agreement with.
Right. So with that one, it was more because we were getting a lot of requests about changing positions, whether it was defensive line to outside linebacker to middle line. And we're talking about superstars and X factors specifically. But we were getting a lot of requests of, hey, can I change this person? Can I change that person? So what we agreed on was, all right, look, we'll allow changes, but it'll be 25 wager points to change. Because essentially when you change, you're getting the ability swap. So we figure, all right, X Factor ability swap is 20 points. Superstar is 15, obviously. So we'll just take it one notch above, make it 25, and you essentially get two changes. Now the kickback is, if you don't want to lose your abilities, or let me go back a little bit. So whenever you change the role or change the player, whatever abilities you get stuck with. So if you got edge threat elite and you want to switch that D defensive end to an OLV, you're gonna risk losing edge threat elite. And the reason being is because you can use the same people in the depth charts wherever they are. So if you got Joey, I'm gonna use Joey Bosa. I had Joey Bosa. He's an outside linebacker. He really should be a defensive end, but that is what it is. I decided to keep him an outside linebacker, but I could still use his abilities just as well at the defensive end position on the depth chart. So it's really what do you call it? I need to change to fit my scheme. It was BS to say the least. That's how I felt about it. Speaking candidly, because again, you could swap them around at the depth chart. So I didn't understand the reasoning to want to change position. And that's really all I got to say about it. That was my thoughts behind it, I should say.
So basically, it's 25 for a change, a position change from. You didn't say the gray area though. You cannot change like cornerbacks to wide receivers. I think halfbacks to fullbacks you cannot change. Wide receivers to tight ends you cannot change. So those are still in place. It's just mainly like the I guess cornerbacks to strong safeties, things of that nature and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think the rule is really good. And then there is a question in the chat before we move on to the next topic. TikTok Trey Rob is asking, will you guys be doing your best to be quick on more responses? He's not trying to come off like a D head, but he thinks
responses
what he means.
Responses on what though? I don't get what he means. Like with a situation. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to be nice, but I don't understand what he's asking. Like we try to answer any questions as quickly as possible or handle any problems as quickly as possible, which we have been doing. So, the game decision and lag out stuff. Yeah. As soon as the proof is provided, we look into it. We all discuss it, and we come up with a decision. It's definitely gonna be before the week is over. The Madden week is over, especially.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to address it, especially because we're on 48-hour advances. People would like their time respected. We've kind of had some issues with that there. I don't know what just happened.
But I just also want to say that that's only if the two parties can't come to a conclusion. We're like the last resort. We are not the first resort to hey, this is happening. No, we're the last resort if the two grown men cannot come to a agreement on their game.
Yeah, and I think T Hoy makes a good point too. Like the users themselves have to be more responsive as well. You can't just say complaint, oh man, I was up 35 points in the first quarter. I want my force win, but then you're not providing proof or even responding to people and go about your day. We get it. Everybody is, not always around, but you got to be responsive if you want to answer, so bear with them and they'll bear with you. Um, so to move on from that though, can you guys kind of discuss certain things about the team order selection, what that process has been like, any changes you guys may have wanted to make, and then also address how you guys feel about the current interaction within the league? Is there enough activity? Do you guys think there needs to be more? Should there be less? Just your genuine thoughts on how you feel about the interaction that's currently happening in any given Sunday.
I want to take the lead real fast, and I'll let Fitz and Jay answer. As far as interaction, I do want to say that AGS we are family orientated, right? We all come together, we stick together, we are one unit. Um, as far as like the racially bashing stuff, we don't condone it. No matter what side it's on, we try to play everything as an even playing field, and moving forward, we will take that very serious. Um, and just keep the chat like happily, and everybody come in and enjoy and feel good about one another, because even though we troll, and we talk shit to one another, we still at the end of the day are family, and we're gonna keep it that way. So all the remarks that doesn't need to be said or needed, it will be handled accordingly.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like the chat's been all right. Few little moments, a few moments, but just like before, we just can keep pushing through. And I think chat's been cool. Everybody, right now it's been just a long off season, so we're pretty much about to get right back into things and see where it goes.
JD, OG, go ahead.
Is Jay there? But and also like I think the engagement has been very not I mean nothing is perfect, but the engagement has been very well. Users been showing up the game of the weeks, chat activity. It's been amazing. Even gameplay. I don't know if you guys saw. People wanted to play the call that the All-Star game. I don't think we call it the All-Star game. We call it Pro Bowl. People wanted to play the Pro Bowl, so engagement is there, and it's only getting better, and I like to see that, because heading into Mad 24, that's the energy we need, and we're gonna try to keep that pace and keep it there, especially with these amazing games that's been happening in playoffs. That also contributes to people wanting to watch it and play more. So yeah, I think it's been amazing. I don't know if Jay wants to speak on a little surprise, or we could hold that off till maybe after. Yeah, Jay's not there. Do you guys got any questions though? Like Trey Rob, Solo Jones, T Hoyt, my good man's Greg. You guys got any questions? 'Cause we are free to answer anything you want us to answer. I seen an interesting topic though. Um
Jay, you're not talking.
no
If you are, nobody can hear you.
what's the mush chat? It was-
Use your big boy voice, Jay.
Oh, commish chat. He trying to be a commish. Okay, T Hoy would have tried to level up.
hey, we might be taking applications, sending in your resume. but the mush chuck, I don't know. The mush chat, I don't know. I don't. That sounds kind of crazy to me. Um, I was gonna say something too, but that mush threw me all off balance.
He said it threw him off. You know what threw me
Oh,
off?
okay,
Jay,
okay.
Jay playing spades, Joker, Joker, deuce, deuce. I can't stand deuce, deuce, spades, bro. Just you don't need to.
I seen chatter about owner mode, and I wanted to know what you guys think about the owner mode. Do you guys think that's uh a good thing, like to try out, or it's just not, or it's like a mode that shouldn't be used?
I think when we look at the owner mode, I like it a little bit more because it's more freedom over your money, and it actually it's a bigger investment to franchise. You know what I mean? If you want a league that's about really taking care of cap space, really having to let some players walk and not stay with your team the entire cycle type deal, then owner mode is the route you want to go if you want the realistic NFL experience. And
Folks are
it's
being
like
dead.
Trey Rob is saying, you really have to worry about everything. You got to worry about your merchandise sales, your popcorn, your food, and all that stuff. And not everybody knows how to do that. So that's the other
Is
part
that
of
is
it.
that more time consuming though, or is it like the same as regular
Yeah,
franchises how we
it's
do now?
to me it's a little bit more. Anybody else up here
Mic
who want to
check,
speak
mic
on it?
check.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can hear you.
we hear you, Jay.
Okay, there we go. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah,
But yeah,
sometimes things are
OJ,
above
I
us.
don't think it's too time consuming. Like I feel like it's like one of them things you set it early and kind of just check back in every once in a while. It ain't really like it don't take that much time for real.
But people be like, I mean, people complain about now, even with the points and stuff. I'm not gonna use myself as an example because I don't be checking shit. But like just people like that, they just don't really won't check up on it, and it'll be pointless for them because I think what's dope about owner mode though is you could relocate, create your own team basically, and make it look XFL-ish. Because the teams that they be putting in this should be trash, and the logos be trash. But but I like that aspect of it, and I like how you got to take full control of being the owner, which is super dope. But like somebody in the chat said, a lot of people won't be ready for that adjustment.
Yeah, I think that is the biggest part there, and it's kind of like Greg is saying too. When you get to the playoff time, you gotta kind of spike your prices because you're doing a lot better. So there's that. That's always a piece, especially when you consider if you're the home team. Yeah, like throw your stuff up, you get more money because you're playing
He
extra games
said,
anyway.
y'all got kids, y'all don't need to worry about virtual popcorn.
Yeah, I mean, but it's another element. It just depends. It just depends. I think things are fine for now though. As a user, I think things are fine.
Yeah, I think the best
Okay,
thing
right
about
there.
owner mode would be able to relocate. That's what folks really want to do, I would say.
They should add that in regular franchise mode. Then I don't
Yeah,
understand
you would think
why
so.
you wouldn't.
Yeah.
I have a
Uh,
question for the 5 people in the chat though.
go ahead.
How would y'all feel about a legend draft?
Oh shit.
Like
Oh
like
boy.
no, not like not necessarily like
You got to
everybody
elaborate.
OP. Like regular legends like Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, et cetera, but at their younger age,
He
and that
said too
then
much tanking.
mm,
No, it'll be regular. The idea would be it'll still be like a Madden generated draft, basically, but with the legends' names.
And I also did not on myself by accident because I wasn't holding it.
Man, it's kind of interesting. 2 to 3 franchise legends per team. That doesn't sound too bad.
whoa, 2 to 3. And you right. I'm lying. The draft is
I mean, no, I think it depends because it's like Jay is saying, if you just change their name, it's like, oh, you just gotta mimic their stats. There's really that.
Yo, OJ, the Grinch almost came out, huh? You was like, whoa.
Yeah, he ready to bring that Grinch out ASAP. He ain't playing no.
We'll just pin that one.
I'd rather everybody be able to pick a created player at 80 overall, 2 on each side of the ball, and just go from there, whatever team you pick. I like that too. That's not a bad idea. Everybody gets one, season 1 and season 5. That's really not that bad of an idea that played on their team. Now, see, hold on, right? So I've seen a league do this. And the ultimate problem that ever comes up, if a Hall of Fame player played on 2 teams, is it first come, first serve, or is it based on their first team? Because, okay, Brady's the ultimate example, right? He obviously has the most legendary career ever with the New England Patriots, but technically he already played for the Bucks too before he retired. So would the Bucks get it first if they picked later in the team selection, or would the Patriots get first dibs because he was drafted there? So how do you deal with that?
That's something that you. Nah, you probably got to keep it on the wraps though. Like you pick a random year, and then whoever does worse in that year, you give him that pick. I think that's the only way to combat it.
Yeah, because I think, the waiver wire is not too hard to keep up with, because all you got to do is use the draft order. And that pretty much is your order of your waiver going into the offseason anyway. Like right now, if we were to do that right this season, the Giants would be the first team to pick their 2 players. So I don't think they would pick Plexico Burris, but he played for the Steelers first. So you kind of see what I'm saying?
I forgot he played for the Steelers. Crazy.
Yeah, he played for the Steelers, dipped out and went and got that bowl with Eli.
They can have him.
Nah, not they can have him.
Let's get some juicy questions.
Yeah, right. Get some juicy questions. Somebody start some. Ask a question. Start some.
Yeah, we got about 3 minutes before we got to go start the actual bowl. So, yeah, we kind of did. So right now it's
mush.
Really, it's
yo. He holding his mush.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with the mush, man. It's a new meme out here, right?
What is that?
I don't know. I thought mush was like when you. Oh, yeah, never mind.
Hey, look, y'all are wild, man.
Yeah. Oh shit! My bad. He's messing me up, man.
It's that Bush Light. That's why. I will say this. Please, this next season, if you guys do continue to stream your games, if you get time to go back and clip some of your hottest moments and highlights, please do that. Me and OG would greatly appreciate it. What we want to do is try to get a new intro out every other season. That way we and he's on Miller Lite today instead. Okay, prove me wrong. We want to try to get a different video out. For the highlight, Solo, you're childish. Yeah, that touchdown on Fitz was crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Let's just tell the truth. We got some heat in the chamber, and we need to put a video together for that heat.
Hey, yeah. I got sent some heat earlier, and OG won't start raving about said heat. I was thinking about putting it up on the bowl tonight. I might do that.
No, they don't get that. They don't get it yet.
None of them. None of it.
No, they don't get them yet. Not now.
Fine.
Not now.
That's cool. I can deal with that.
Man, those got to come out perfect. Oof. Like
Yeah, they are gonna be crazy. What video? We're talking about like the intro video that we do for Game of the Week. Like the highlight reel to get you guys hype for the video. With the somebody screen, that video.
You're about to spice it up. We talk about
then yeah.
We talk about the highlights that's about to be made on your head.
Jesus Christ. You know what? I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Before
we get ready to get this bowl popping, do we have any final remarks from the commish team at all that you want them guys to know? Anybody in the chat, do you have any extra questions before we get up out of here and get this bowl prepared?
Hey, next year I want to see some different fucking teams in here. That don't mean that Greg and TikTok should take it easy, but I want to see y'all play more like Ayo. I like what Ayo did. He made the playoffs. He's like a move away to get into the next round. My man Fitz got his ass beat by Cooley. I need Jay to make playoffs, but his division kind of tough for him. And shout out to Omega, man. He had an amazing season. So shout out to him, man. I hope he could repeat that. But it looks like SJM is back. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It'll probably be some comp over there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We do not have the new video yet. We're working on it, but we really want more highlights.
He said he took half the season off screen.
I mean, he did. That receiver got suspended and he didn't play for like 4 straight games and still made it. So what you want me to do?
That's not worse than the other guy, but we ain't gonna talk about the other guy. The other guy made
Hey,
it like us.
we not
ain't
gonna
talking
do
about
that.
the other guy.
Yeah, we not gonna do that.
What my good man Jay, what you got to say?
Man, I just really appreciate everybody for being engaged and tuning in and playing games, honestly. Because Madden is literally the only game I play.
Yeah,
Without Madden, I wouldn't have a box.
he tags the card squad all the damn time and try to get them to play though. Y'all know that, right?
What do you mean? We all got box. We married.
Hey,
See,
ladies and
No, that's
gentlemen,
what I'm saying.
thank y'all for coming to a live edition
You
of
think-
Sunday
Oh, yeah.
OJ. We gonna end this out.
He said you got rubber bands on your nuts.
You know, the funny part about all this, the chat is actually going to be a part of this video episode that we just did here. So y'all can run back on YouTube and laugh at all of this.
Yo, Jay, he said you got rubber bands on your nuts.
Yeah.
Who said that? Hold on, let me find out.
T-Hoy
That
wild,
shit.
man. He
This
wild.
nigga here.
Well,
Oh,
look, we're gonna
country
end the
ass.
stage.
I hate you right now.
Again, thank you guys so much for coming out to the live pre-show edition of Sunday OJ.
You just said I
I'm
had
about
blue
to go get
balls.
my mental together and get the Super Bowl call ready. So we'll see you guys in a few. The streaming should be up in the next minute. So y'all can go ahead to the channel. We'll be on in a minute.
Peace.